So let's see if we can finish up the rest of this game, and consider what we're going to do after this. We have, to recap, the Russians have 6 victory banners. The French have 4. And it wasn't that close. It looked like it was going to be the Russians with a sure victory. Looked like it was going to be the Russians with a sure victory, but French have caught up. So, you know what? I don't remember whose turn it was. I think it was the French went last. So let's do the Russians. That's going to be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. With, let's do this. 3 on the Russian left. So we'll go with these guys here. These guys here. And these guys here. Is that on the left? Yes, it is. So there's our 3 on the left. We'll move them up. Half moving range fire. We'll move them up. Into the town is where we want to go. Half moving range fire. I don't have it, so they're done. And these guys will move out of the orchard or whatever that is. Let's go right here. And that'll allow them to do half moving range fire. Cavalry lingering in the back. It's a knocked over tree. It's half moving range fire for them. We'll really need to weight these bases down on these stinking trees. They just do not want to stay up. I'm going to go with these 2 here. 1, 2. There we are. All right, so let's resolve that fire. Should be, Russian light on these folks here. Russian light, moving range fire, 3 strength is 3 dice, really. Light infantry, moving ranged fire. 3 dice. Well, they're firing out of the stream, so that drops to 2. And we're looking for 4s. We got nothing. And then against the artillery line, it's going to be 3. Moving range is 2. Firing uphill -1 is now 1. And that's nothing either. So there's your Russian turn. That brings us to the French again. Excuse I. 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 4 or fewer infantry. If you're not having it, we've got this fire and hold card, which, it might be time for this. Let's use this. Fire and hold. Issue an order to 4 or fewer infantry and or artillery. Ranged combat with 1 additional die. Cannot be adjacent. Yeah, we've got it. We've got that this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's mark our 4. We'll go here, 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 and here. There's our 4. Starting with this. That is a light, French light standing range fire. Full strength, 5 dice. We're going to lose 2 because of the city. So that's 3, yes. We have 1 hit. Take that away. That'll drop from a 3 to a 2 with a taking fire marker. And then that brings us here. Same deal, 3 dice. No, that's a line infantry unit, so that'll be standing range fire. 4 dice, 2 dice. Wait a minute. Yep, 2 dice. We got 1 hit there. So they're now 1 strength with 2 taking fire markers. Then we come here. These grenadier units are broken and down to 1 strength. Let's see if we can do them a favor here. That's 3 dice. What is that? Light infantry, 3 strength is going to actually be 4 dice. Drops to 2. No, it doesn't drop to 2. They're in the open. Oh, light infantry, standing range fire, 3 strength, 4 dice. I think we may have this. Yep, they're gone. So there's another French victory banner. Now up to 5, so 1 behind the Russians. Knocked out those Russian grenadier unit. What a comeback. What a comeback. Kansas City Chiefs style. There. And then, oh God, that here will be 3 dice. Bless me. Well, we got 1 hit there and taking fire marker, so not bad at all. I'll drop from a 3 to a 2 with a taking fire marker. Right there. All right, that's the French. What happened to the Russians? They were rolling. And then nothing. I don't understand. So let's try this. Russians. Again, what are we going to do with the Russians? I don't know. 2, 3, 4. Ooh! The Russians will use this rally card. How about that? Roll battle dice equal to command. Which is going to be, 4 dice? 3, 4. Let's see what we get. We got 1 infantry. And those don't do any good, and those don't do any good. So we just got 1 infantry. So we can upgrade. Is anybody down to a 1? Yes, these guys are. So let's up them to a 2. And that's the Russian turn. Then we go back to the French. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have, let's keep pressing the center attack. We've got an attack center card here. Let's keep pressing. 3 dice. We shall go 1, 2, 3. Is that the center? Yes. All right. And light infantry first. French light infantry. Standing range fire. Full strength. 5 dice. -2 drops to 3. 2 flags. And one of those can be ignored, yes, for the terrain that we're in. The town. I check. No, we cannot. It's just a regular town. Huh. So they're out of there. I was hoping for something better, but 2 hex retreat's pretty good. 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2. Okay. I'm going to check that stream. Would they stop on the stream with their retreat? Or would they keep rolling? Let's see. The stream does not stop movement. Well, there you go. So that's that. Let's go here. How are they down to 1 and I didn't see that? Okay. Whatever. Full strength would typically be 4, but it drops to 2. Oh, I need 1 hit, and I got it. So what does that mean? That means this unit is gone, and the French are now equal with the Russians in victory banners, with both sides having 6. We need 10 to win. Yes. Yeah. So they're gone. So we just cleared out 2 town hexes. If we can move in there before they do, I think that would be a good thing, though. It may have something to do with victory banners. We need to be checking that since there's no 1, 2, and they don't have a shot. But again, we can move. Is that light? Can they move into that town? That's 1 move. Let's see what we can do. Probably 2 and not battle, right? Movement effects must stop none. I think light is 2, 2 and not battle, so they can move in there. Make it so. French just took a town. Well, let's check victory banners and then we'll go to the Russians. These town hexes, what's going on with them? One victory banner for each town hex occupied. Well, that's 1, so we get another victory banner. Now we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it says here the Allied player gains 2 temporary victory banners at the start of the turn if the French do not occupy any building hexes. And that allows them to start with 2 victory banners. Well, they do occupy, so what happens then? Do they lose 2 victory banners? That would be my understanding. I'll read it again. The Allied player gains 2 temporary victory banners at the start of the turn if the French do not occupy any building hexes. They always start with 2 victory banners. Well, that's the French now occupy one of the buildings, so they would lose 2 victory banners. Okay. So now it drops to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 victory banners for the French and 4 for the Russians. I need 3 more for the French here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pro right flank. What am I going to do here? Let's do probe center for the Russians. Let's see what we can make happen with that. We've got are these guys in the center? Yes, so they will move. And they're at 2. Things have really taken a turn here. I thought sure Davout might possibly lose this one, but he's hanging on. I don't think we're going to have anything to fire at, but we got to try and retake that town at least. And then if we can file off the bridge here, that would be a thing. Instead of just rotting on the bridge. Again, I don't think I'll have enough dice to fire into the adjacent town. If he moves with him, would that be something? And then we've got, let's start here. That's going to be, I'm not going to have enough to fire into the adjacent town, but we can roll 2 dice. Let's verify that. Russian line, moving ranged fire, 3 strength, 2 dice. We got 1 hit, so I'll take it. Take anything I can get at this point. 1 hit and a taking fire marker. I'm going to post on Board Game Geek today in the basic commands and colors Napoleonics games file section a few of these house rules that are basic that I tend to use fairly often, that being the taking fire markers and braking, etc., and morale checks and rallies. So, and then these guys didn't have anything, right? No, they're not going to have anything, so they'll stay there. And I understand the game is what it is, and nobody's forced to use them, but I think it adds some flavor that's kind of missing. That was Russian. Let's go back to the French, who now have 7. We need 3 more. That's not going to work. Probe right flank. Attack right flank. Why do I keep getting these? Am I not discarding these? I have another fire and hold card. There should be... Yeah, I keep getting these. Fire and hold. Got another one. 4 or fewer. So it's not just the dice, it's the cards as well that can swing things. Right here, 1. That's wrong. That should be a 3, not a 1. Yeah. 1 hit, not 1 strength. And good eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we firing? 1, 2. Cannot be adjacent. I don't think these, I keep saying that, but we'll try it. 3. And then I need a 4th. Let's do this as a 4th. There's our 4. We'll start with the artillery here. French foot artillery firing across the Golbach stream at Russian line infantry. 2 hex distance, standing range fire. It's going to be 3 dice. So we will want 1s, 2s, 6s accepted, and I will re-roll that because I rolled 4 instead of 3. There we go. All right, so we got nothing. We did get a retreat, so they'll step back and take a breath. Pause for effect. That's that. No hits. It's a drag. And then another thing I'll add for those that watch in the future, if you go to my channel, the video feed, I don't think it's showing the live stream. So it looks like I haven't been filming hardly anything. But if you click on live feeds, there's all kinds of stuff because I tend to these days film everything live. A little more exciting for me to do so. 3 dice, line unit. Here we go. No, that should be +1 for the card. I'm rolling one more die for the artillery because I didn't. Nothing anyway. Okay, so 3 dice, but +1 for the card. Thanks, 4. Let's roll that. What do we get? 2 hits. Do they have anything yet? So that'll drop them to a 1 strength. And they'll take a taking fire marker. I think I should be rolling for the commander to possibly take a wound when you get hits on a unit that he's attached to. I haven't been doing that. I've only been doing that if the unit has been eliminated. Let's go here. Another French victory banner about to happen with 5, 6 dice. 5 for the light infantry, +1 for the card. And bye-bye Russian line unit is what I'm guessing. Yeah, he's gone. This makes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 victory banners now for the French. I think at one point the Russians had like 5 victory banners and the French didn't have any. So this is really astounding. We'll roll our dice for a potential casualty, commander casualty. If we roll it and get 2 5s, it is so. It is not. He'll retreat to here. And then finally for the French, this one here. That's just going to be 3 dice, 2 +1 for the card. And we'll get 1 hit on that. Drops him to a 1 with a taking fire die. He now has more taking fire markers than strength. So what does that mean? That means he's now broken. That's what that means. That's how that works. Again, I will be posting that in the file section of commands and colors in Board Game Geek. And once they approve it, you can see how that works. Russian turn. Those fire and hold cards were just really bolstering the French. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know anymore. Probe right flank, probe center. Let's probe center and try and retake that town at least. So that'll be 2 units activating in the Russian center. One of them being this. If we can get the French out of that town, we can get 2 more victory banners back for the Russians. I don't see it happening. They won't be able to do anything. Or will they? Yeah, they will. We can melee into there. So we'll see what that does. And then what else? Center. There's not a whole lot else. I can move up 1 right here. Don't think we'll be able to fire. I'll check that. So let's see what's going on there. Let's do the Russian melee into the adjacent town first. That's going to be... Would be... Nope, we don't have it because they're only 2 strength. And we're going to lose 2 dice for the defense of the town. So we just don't have it this turn. What about moving range fire for the Russian artillery? Do we have that? Yes, we can do that. Possibly, potentially. That's going to be 3 dice at 2 hex range. And no, we cannot. Sorry. Makes sense, though. Foot artillery shouldn't be able to move and fire, even with a reduced modifier. So that's the Russian turn. Back to the French. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I not get another victory banner? It should be 8 for that unit. Just need 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 on the right. 2 on the left. What's he down to? Let's do the 2 on the left in the hopes of knocking out that Russian line unit in the castle. 2 on the left. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this guy here and this guy here. Mr. 5 dice dropping to 3 dice. And that unit's gone. Another victory banner for the French. I think it's just French are just running away with it at this point. These guys are gone. There's a knocked over tree. 2 shots for you there. Probably another one going to be knocked over here in a second. Yep, there's another shot. There's your castle. It's done. And that leaves this unit to move, I guess, is all he can do. I don't know what the Russians have basically just collapsed. Beginning of the game, even mid game, they were doing. Beginning of the game, they were doing great. Midway, they were still fine. And now it's just complete ridiculousness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. And the French only need one more victory banner, and this thing's over. Davout is living up to his historical reputation here. There's that. Okay, Russians. Oh, what's this? Russians have a Legrand maneuver card issued in order to 4 fewer units or leaders. Ordered units may make a strategic move of up to 4 hexes. Cannot battle. Is that beneficial to do? Yeah, I think it is. Let's do that. 4 or fewer units. Ordered units up to 4 hexes. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 1 unit. Sorry if I'm off camera. These are Austrian light cavalry and Austrian lancers. 4, that's 2. So that helps potentially. Probably too late. 4 hexes, huh? Let's go with, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of crazy, but that's how it goes. Doesn't say anything about being able to battle, so I'm going to assume it's just the 4 hex move. That's 3, and then any unit, 4 fewer units. So artillery, you're telling me they can move up to 4? Final unit. Well, that's a no-brainer. We'll put these guys back in here. Even though it's not benefiting from the 4 hex move, retaking this castle is fairly important, in my opinion. Can't fit everything in the dang stinking hex. There's our 4. Interesting. And French again, 5 card choice. What do we got? We just need 1 more victory banner. Let's do what? I don't have but one unit on the right flank, so all these right flank cards do me no good. What about Scout left flank? That's only one unit. That leaves this, give them the Cold Steel card. Adjacent units can conduct melee +1. Okay, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, draw a new card. So that means, I have strong feelings about infantry initiating melee against cavalry, but this game allows it. Right here, and one more right here. Now, one of these three, I'm guessing, will be able to eliminate melee against cavalry. Very odd feeling. They're going to roll 3 dice, and we're going to want 4s, 5s, or 6s. We did get a 4. Drops him to a 1. And he's now broken. So he will not be battling back. That's done. Didn't eliminate him, but rattled him. Then here, 3 dice drops to 1 plus 1. And I think I forgot the extra die here. It's just 2 dice. What do we need? 2 hits? We got 1 hit. And there's he was a 2 strength. Now he's a 1 strength with another taking fire marker. He is broken. So he won't be battling back. And finally, so no units eliminated, but we're getting closer. Here, that's going to be 4, drops to 2, plus 1 makes 3. And we got 2 hits there. Wow, okay. 2 hits drops them to a 1 with 1 taking fire marker. They can battle back. With 1 die. Big whoop. So it's this next turn for the French, it's going to be over. Because there's just too many opportunities to eliminate Russians. That French line unit took a hit. And 1 taking fire marker. So probably this will be the last Russian turn here. Or French turn? Which turn is it? Russian turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This 1 hit, not 1 strength. I keep doing that. God's sakes. All right. I don't know. Let's probe right flank. I don't know what else to do for the Russians. It's just not pretty either way. 2 units will activate. That being they won in the castle, of course. And if I go here, they'll be able to fire 1 die. Hey, take what you can get. That'll be my 2 there. Oh, knocked over tree. Don't know how, don't know when, but there's another shot. Used to be good and liquored up this game. That is just 1 die, huh? Okay. We're doing the castle against pretty hefty 3 strength French line unit. We got a hit though. So they'll drop to 2 with 2 taking fire markers. They're right on the threshold of breaking. They'll battle back with nothing because they would be able to battle back with 2 dice, but it's -2 defense for the castle, so they got nothing going. And then we have these guys here with, what is it going to be? 1, One die, firing, moving ranged fire. What do they get? They got nothing. All right, French turn, and probably the last turn of the game here. It's only been a quick 35 minutes, so let's start. See what options we have. Probe right flank, attack right flank, scout left flank, first strike, cavalry charge. I feel like attacking the right flank is where it's at, so let's attack the right flank. 3 units will activate. No, it's not, because, again, I only have 1 unit there. That is bad. Scratch that. Another right flank. These right flank cards aren't helping me. Plus, the only unit I have on the right flank is broken. I've got, so see, here's a conundrum. The French can end it. Half the cards I have are for 1 broken unit on the right flank. All right, here's how the French are going to end it. So they're going to scout left flank. Allows us to activate 1 unit. Why do I have 18 cards here for the... And here's what's going to happen, right? Mr. 5 dice, light infantry. -2 for the castle makes 3 dice. If one of these is a hit, the game's over. That's a hit, game's over. There's your 10 victory banners for the French. A crazy comeback, just crazy comeback. I'm not sure what went wrong for the Russians. They were doing just fine. In fact, they were doing great. But that's it. Davout is 3-0. 3-0, upwards and onwards. What to do next? That was some Austerlitz action. Let's see what else we got here. Do we have anything? Still looking. That was the Austerlitz scenario from Epic Napoleonics, and as far as regular size scenarios, that is done because it's just all Austerlitz scenarios. Want to do something else? That's the end of that. We'll check generals, marshals, and tacticians and see what they offer. Any Davout stuff in here? Anything that catches the eye? Dawn, Wartenberg. Good lord, these names. Liebert Volkowitz. Meckern, Lindenau. Gullis, Meckern again. Chateau, Brienne. Ortiz, Beauchamp. More Ortiz, Hougoumont. Hey, have I? Well, he wasn't at Waterloo. Well, that sucks. Because this Hougoumont scenario looks great. What if we took an interlude and just did Hougoumont? And, but we just did a farmhouse siege with Laissons. But that wasn't Hougoumont. Look at this. Tell me that's not tempting. If you look at look at those hexes, that's 4 garden hexes. Actually 5. One's a 6. 4 garden hexes, 2 walled gardens, and 3, count them, 3 buildings that comprise Hougoumont Farm. So scale-wise, this would be closer if I used the 15 mil structures. Might actually work. I'll definitely bear that in mind. It's not Davout, but we could take a break. I don't think... Was Davout at Wagram? Grouchet was. We would do... What about Wagram? You know what I should be looking at is this. Now here's how you determine who was where. And I already told you guys this, and I'm not doing it. You look here for your commander and see what battle he was at. So when you look at the base game, I don't see anything Davout listed. Spanish, no. Then we get to the Russians, but we've done like 3 Russian scenarios. I want to do something different. Here's our Austrians. Yeah, we have Davout was Tugendhausen, he was there. He was also at Egmont Day 1, Egmont Day 2, and Wagram. Well, let's check this. He was anything with the Prussians. Yes, he was at Auerstadt. And that's it, eh? So let's look at Auerstadt and see what that has to do, if that's anything that piques our interest. Auerstadt. Because he was there. Auerstadt. There we go. It's kind of bland to me. What was the other options? Austrians. We had Duggenhausen and Egmont. What about some Egmont? Say, Jim, what about Egmont? This was the Austrian expansion. Let's see. Duggenhausen, yeah, boring. There's Egmont. Doesn't look like a lot's going on there either. Oh, we have another castle if we do Egmont Day 2. Not a lot going on, though. If you look at Egmont Day 2, fairly austere as far as anything going on. Egmont Day 1, a little bit more, but there's no cool castle involved. What to do? What to do? And what was the other one? Wagram? There's a lot going on there. We may have found it here. Hold on. Yeah, Wagram. 6th of July, 1809. Yeah, Davout at God, I can't. What is this word? Davout at Markgrafenandswedel. Markgrafenandswedel. Say that one time fast. What do you say? This potentially could be the next Davout battle. Wagram. There's what they call a tower. I'm not really sure what that means. It's the stone tower? Was that a stone mill or something? I don't know. 12 victory banners, so a long battle, a lot of troops, yet another stream. This looks like this will be our next battle. I should also check, while you guys are here, I'm going to check the epic scenarios, not the epic regular size scenarios, but the epic sized scenarios, because this table is set up just big enough I can do up to epic. In fact, I'm seeing stuff already. So Egmont Day 2, that would be Davout, right? Didn't I say that? Egmont. Where's my... That was Egmont. So that's a potential option, this big old epic scenario. What is on the back? So maybe Egmont. Epic Egmont. Epic Egmont. This is a Legrand battle. No. Machern. Was he at Machern? Did I mention that? Looking for Machern. I don't see it on here. So no Machern. Looking. That's British. No. I think we have. Let's see, Rob. So where our options are this. I've lost it. We have. Wagram. Here's our options. We can do an epic Egmont. I'll verify this, but I'm pretty sure Davout was running this thing. We haven't done a giant epic scenario yet, or the regular size Wagram scenario of Vagram. You know what? Let's save this Vagram scenario and do an epic size battle, which we haven't done yet. Being again this epic sized Egmont, 22nd April 1809, day 2. Friant and Hillier. There they are. So we've got over here on the left, Friant and Hillier. They were under Davout's command, so yeah, we can do this. There's our next battle. When? Don't know. Interesting features to consider with this is the groundworks, defensive groundworks. We have one here, one here, one here. This is straight Austrians. No Russians involved that I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4 towns. No streams. We've done streams twice now. Doesn't look like a lot of troops, but that's because there's nobody's concentrated really anywhere. They're all kind of spread out over the battlefield, and I would add a fair amount of woodsy areas. So we may run into Woodsy the Owl at some point. I think this is what we'll do next. All right, there's our next setup. Remember to check the Board Game Geek files section for the core commands and colors Napoleonics game, and you'll find 2 or 3 of the house rules that I tend to use often, explained in great detail. All right, that's it. I'm out. You guys have a good Monday. Take care.